Hello, another day, another walkthrough. Welcome to the second Borderlands 2 gameplay walkthrough this weekend. This time we're moving from Maya, the Siren, onto Salvador, the Berserker, who's actually a Gunzerker. So, as we did yesterday, we will jump into the menus. Obviously, we're in the Caustic Caverns once again. It's the same level we're seeing this time around, and we'll slow it down for the menus. So gunzerking is Salvador's main ability. It allows him to dual wield two guns at once for a certain amount of time. As you can see, you got certain abilities. Double your fun allows you to throw two grenades at once. Yippee-ki-yay, which means if you kill someone while you are gunzerking, it'll extend the time you're allowed to gunzerk. There's cooldown ones that allow to cool down gun damage, melee damage, grenade damage. Excess damage, no kill like overkill. So if you get excess damage, so if you get 100 on your last bullet and he's only got 5 health, the 95 will transfer onto the next target. And then we'll move across into the brawn category, and the brawn category is to do with his physical toughness. So yeah, we'll jump into the game. Before we jump in, I get the feeling that they're going to trade weapons. Yes, they are. I know because I've seen this bit before, obviously. Yes, so one of the good things with Borderlands is obviously you're able to trade weapons. Borderlands 2, you're able to offer weapons with one another and duel them out to see which one gets them. Obviously not the greatest idea sometimes, but usually a straight up trade usually works, like it has done this time. And just looking at the weapons here, you've got the different manufacturers, Hyperion being one of them, Vladof being another, Dahl. There's tons of different manufacturers which are hoping to do some features on later on in the year as we approach the Borderlands 2 release date. Nice little shiny gun here with a skull symbol, I think, on it. Beautiful light effects off the gun. So yeah, if you saw the one yesterday, you've already got an idea of how this level pans out. So the way to look at it is how differently the Gunzerker plays. So here we go, he's gunzerking now. You see the two guns out. You see the little timer in the middle of the screen at the bottom, just ticking down. It's quite a lengthy ability, as you can see. More humming. And like yesterday, here's one of the volatile crystalisks. Weak spots on the legs. Once you get rid of the crystals, you can target the skin that's left behind. I mean, that's a great example of how the two different classes can work together. You've got May using the phase lock, and then you've got the dual wielding weapons of Salvador. Salvador seems to be a lot more aggressive. More grenades, bigger weapons. Whereas the Siren yesterday, as you can probably tell, was a little bit more cunning, stealthy. Well, not stealthy, there's no such thing as stealth in Borderlands. The Salvador, incidentally, he's a native of Pandora, one of the few, maybe the only one, of the main characters. As you'll remember, all the ones in the original and most of the ones in this game are actually pirates from another planet that came for treasure. He's also the first character you actually saw in the first teaser trailer. I've been on the forums and stuff and I've seen him being called a dwarf. Actually, he's not. Apparently, his stunted growth is due to heavy steroid use as a child. Well, not as a child, but throughout his life. So we're taking the same path as we took yesterday. Bubbles bursting on the right. Oh, look at that. Crystals, same place. fighting blue once again. Slightly different place to last time. Pace like working perfectly. And Salvador using the big plasma grenade launchers of sorts. I wonder what we're going to find in here. Fancy that.
Sugar, I see you found some fairly fleshy snapshots of me. If you give those to me instead of my third ex-husband, I'll make it worth your while. Feel free to take a peek, though. I sure don't mind.
So it's another fetch quest in Borderlands, but in Borderlands 2 you've got the option this time to take it to 2 different places. This is the same box we opened yesterday, but with different weapons. They don't look very good. Usually you can tell that the white text is usually the weakest, and then it's the more rare. It seems to, I believe it was purple. That was a pretty rare one, and orange.
I'm bummed. Let's do this.
Oh, it's duel time. There's your money on. Salvador's not looking very good. I get the feeling Salvador's going to lose this one. And we'll never know. Let's just assume he did. More running and jumping, Thresher Beach. Let me guess he's going to look up. Oh, would you believe it? We've got the Threshers around here, obviously the badass fire ones, and no doubt you'll have the dirt ones. It's a bit of a beastie gun, this one. Unlike May yesterday, Salvador doesn't seem to be using his main ability as often as she was. I get the feeling that's about to change. Maybe not. As you can tell, this is the first time I'm actually watching the footage. I think it's more interesting that way. Element of surprise. And we're going a little bit further this time, as it's 10 minutes of gameplay as opposed to 7. Not much further, but a little bit. Here we are, Gunzerking once again. It's a great example where you can see the animations of the reloads of the weapons as well, and just as they fire, fantastic. And you'll notice on the bottom left, just above the armour and the health, you'll see a little icon. That is the Gunzerker ability recharging. You can't fire dual wield all the time, it's for a finite amount of time. But who needs to when you got a gun like this? As I said, we're going a little bit further this time, a little bit of an interior. Got our kids coming out there at the floor. See the green icon bottom left means that you can now dual wield again. Yeah, and again, we're approaching the end of the footage. Thanks for watching. Again.